All right, good morning. Monday, May 12th, day after Mother's Day, the day after the big party at my wife's store. And it was a busy weekend, so we're going to get out, knock out 100 burpees here, and then get on with things to do for the day. It is raining. It's a end of spring storm that's rolling through right now, so it is rainy and cold out here, so we're gonna get a sweat going with some burpees. Let's see if the cats don't get in the way. One.
22 minutes, 40 seconds from the time I started the timer, the video, and finish the last one.
3.
That's better than a week ago when I tried to get 100 in 20 minutes. I think I only got 70 something in 20 minutes. Right now I'm not really trying to overwork my body. I want to get the stimulus and give it time to rest until I feel like I'm ready to work out again. Whether it's the X3, whether it's burpees, whether it's the dirty 100s I did on Friday. I'm gonna bring the sandbags back from the store and put them out here and on the patio so I can start adding sandbags into that workout. Whew. Catch my breath. That was good. So
9.
let's start from Friday. Friday I did the dirty 100. Felt good, felt fantastic doing that. I was pumped all day.
10.
Lots of things to do around the day. My days are never still. I'm not sitting on the couch doing much of nothing for any length of time. Taking care of my wife requires a full-time job. She has lots of needs, things she wants, and since she has basically 2 fingers with very little strength to pick anything up, I gotta feed her. I gotta make sure she has water. I gotta make sure she gets to the restroom. I gotta do all kinds of things for her. So I am not sitting still all day long. And you know what? A lot of times she likes to go places. She likes to go not just to the store, but she likes to go out. She doesn't like being stuck in this house. When I was working my job that I retired in 2020, for the last 5 years, from 2015 to 2020, I was working a lot of overtime, a lot of work, and her mobility was not as bad as it is now. She could get out of her chair, she could get into her scooter, and she could get to the bathroom, and she could sit back down. She couldn't necessarily feed herself, so I would have to set some food out for her that she could get into, but she could at least do the necessities. And
15.
That all went away in 2021, about 2022, after I retired for about almost 2 years. Then her mobility disappeared. A lot of the strength in her hands have gone. She used to be able to do this. Now she can only do this, and these fingers are like this, and this just sticks out because she has no mobility. So she can still work that iPad and buy stuff for the store. Okay, so for the last 15 or last 10, 12, 20, 10 years or more, I was doing OMAD at work. I was fasting at work. I would go to work with no food, just a thing of water. And I had lost some good weight during that time. I was working out. I wasn't doing quite what I do now,
19.
but I was doing kettlebell swings. I was doing a lot of, I wasn't going to the gym, but I was doing stuff in the backyard here or at work. I had the opportunity on occasions to go out somewhere and do kettlebells, to do push-ups, to do squats, to do exercises while I was at work. So I would get those in on my breaks. But I did a lot of fasting. It was easier when you go to work without any food and you don't have access to food. It's easier to fast that way. And then, like I said, I lost some weight. I was down to like 230 during that time. I just never really break 230. After I retired and I found the X3, I was hitting that thing pretty heavy. I was doing OMAD still. I was taking 200-300 grams of protein with Dr. Jaquish's protein mix. And if you look back around 2002, you can see I had leaned down pretty good. I was hanging somewhere in the 230s. I was pretty strong. I have not had a problem with the muscle mass. Strength goes away as you get older, that's for sure. I am 59 and I am not as strong as I was when I was in my mid-30s and I was deadlifting and leg pressing and just doing all kinds of heavy stuff. I'm not there and I don't want to be there. I don't want to injure my ligaments and my joints and stuff. I have somebody that depends on me to be healthy. So most everything I do is just to keep my body strong and limber, being able to pick her scooter up, being able to pick her up if she falls. A lot of times I got to wrap my arm around her back if we're walking from the bed to her scooter or something like that. In case she falls, I got to be able to support her. So I'm keeping my strength up for that. And I don't want to lose a ton of muscle mass, but if I lose some to get down to a better BMI weight index and be more healthy, I'm willing to do that. So with this diet that I've been on since May 1st, I have cut out as much fats as I can. I am not eating protein and I am not eating fats. I am using very minimal olive oil. If I use any, I might put a couple squirts in the pan when I do my stir fry. I need to find something, maybe some soy sauce in there to do my stir fry instead of the oil. But my fat grams are down to basically less than 20. My protein is almost as much as I can negate it to 0. Unless, you know, we go out and she wants to go out somewhere and I'm looking on the menu for something that's either vegetarian, or if I'm going to eat some tacos, I'm going to go for the street tacos with just chicken and cilantro and onions. And that's what I would eat if we go out to a Mexican place. I would eat that, or I would eat a veggie type sandwich or something like that. Trying to stay away from the cheeses, trying to stay away from all the fats, trying to stay away from as much protein as I can. I'm upping the carbs like crazy, and all of my carbs right now have been sugar. I've been doing the Cole Robinson snake diet, sugar diet. Mark Smelly Bell, he's been talking about this. And basically my metabolism has been dead. It is still dead. I am trying to wake it up. And I've been doing this for 12 days now. And I will put my weight up there somewhere in here, and you can see I stepped on the scale today and I'm back to 249. I had went down 2 pounds on the weekend, and of course all I was doing was I was drinking fruit juices, eating some gummy bears, having dates, eating, and I did cheat just a little bit. I have prune juice. I had some prune juice in the evening. I would drink me a big old cup of prune juice, and then I would flush, because I have so much buildup in here. I'm really trying to flush that out as much as I can. So I'm gonna go to the store today and buy some more prune juice. I'm not averse to the taste of prune juice. It actually tastes pretty good for me. So I'm not, it doesn't turn me off to drink that. And so I did that on Saturday night, and Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday morning before we went out for Mother's Day. I did that. So I cleaned some out, which was good. So Saturday, in the Vitamix, I mixed up bananas, blueberries, apple juice, a couple teaspoons of sugar, some water, blended it all up, poured it into 3 big quart mason jars, and drank that throughout the day. If I was hungry, I ate a bunch of dates. I maybe had a couple bananas, trying to stay away from a little bit of the starchy stuff. And then in the evening, I was having stir fry with veggies and maybe about a cup and a half of rice mixed in with it, just to give me a little bit of satiation, a little bit of fullness. And I saw on Saturday and Sunday, I was down to like 246. I was like, oh, that's moving good. Of course, Sunday comes around. It's Mother's Day. And we went out to a fair, me, my wife, and her sister. The kids were working. And we went out to a berry fair, strawberry festival. I bought a big tub of strawberries, and I walked around and I was just eating those. They had hamburgers and whatever they were having, and it smelled fantastic. There was so much good food out there. But you know what? I stuck to my diet and I just ate the strawberries. I didn't eat nothing else because I was saving that for Sunday night. And we went out to an Italian place that I've been wanting to go for quite a while. And we got up there. It was supposed to be like an hour and a half wait. It was maybe 45 minutes. We got in, we sat down, and everything on the menu just looked fantastic. I love Italian food. I was good. I looked past all the meat recipes. They didn't have lasagna, and they did not have any chicken dishes, which was good because I do like the chicken dishes. But I ended up getting a spaghetti. It's a Sicilian spaghetti dish, and it has mostly vegetables in there with tomato sauce, and it has a little bit of prosciutto and a little bit of anchovies mixed in there. And people, oh, you don't really taste it. It just gives it a salty flavor. So I had the whole thing, and I was screaming hungry, and I ate the whole plate, because whenever I eat Italian, I'm eating a lot. I just love Italian. I felt good, came home, went to bed, slept fantastically. I did not even get up to walk this morning, and I need to fix that because I need to get back to my walking again. I need to get over that. I need to get up and start walking. But I got up, sat out there, had my cup of coffee with 3 heaping tablespoons of sugar, sat there, sipped on my coffee while I was cruising YouTube on my phone, looking at some of the testimonies of people on the sugar diet, the high carb diet, high carb versus fat. And I was just going over, and I could see people are having wonderful results. Some people are losing like 6 or 7 pounds in 12 days. And I'm saying to myself, what am I doing? What am I doing? It's not working. I'm not doing this to just as a diet plan to 30, 40 days and then go back to eating normal. I am actually doing this for a long-term goal. I want to be able to get up in the morning, have a bowl of oatmeal and some blueberries, and have carbs during the day. And then in the evening, have more balanced diet, have some lean meat, have some vegetables in the evening. That is what I want to plan on start doing when I get down to the weight I want to be down to. That should be able to still maintain my muscle mass, give me energy throughout the day, staying on a high carb diet during the day, and then having small amounts of protein with veggies for dinner, and then just obviously rinse and repeat. When you go out, sometimes in the evening, you might have, with you going out for a party or something, you're gonna eat a little dirty. The next day you just do juice all day long and you get yourself right back into it. So that's kind of the plan that I have for next year. Right now, I'm trying to get down, trying to get rid of this. I'm working on it. So I am still at 249. I feel like my metabolism is kicking up. I have plenty of energy throughout the day. When I'm sleeping, I am going to bed and I'm closing my eyes and I'm asleep within 5 minutes. I'm not even sitting there thinking about the next day. I used to sit there and think about the next workout I would do in the morning. I would plan my workout as I'm laying in bed trying to fall asleep. I don't even have time for that anymore. I lay down and I put my head down, curl up on my pillow. I'm out. I'm not even waking up to go to the bathroom. I got up this morning, I think at 4:30 to go to the bathroom, and then I got out of bed around 5:30. And I did not feel like going for my walk. I just wanted to, get up and have a cup of coffee and sit in my chair and cruise YouTube and look at things that I wanted to look at. And then the wife got up, and then I was going to go to the store because it was raining out. I was going to go to the store and do my X3 workout, and I actually got in the truck and I was driving. I said, you know what? I need to do burpees. I need to start doing burpees every Monday. Mondays are burpees, get the burpees done. I'm only doing 100, seeing how fast I can do them. I did them in 22 minutes today after I started it, so we're gonna get better. We're gonna get stronger at that. We're gonna get down to under 20 minutes. And I get down under 20 minutes, if I get down to 15 minutes of doing 100 burpees, then I can start bringing it up. That's just a goal that I have. Right now, it's 100 burpees every Monday. Tomorrow, might be just a full body X3 workout. The next day, if I get the sandbags back here, it might be a sandbag workout. Try not to overdo it. Try not to really push my body super hard, but I do want to burn the calories. I want to jump my body into a major metabolism running engine. So that's what I'm doing. That's where we're at right now. I'm not frustrated. I'm just really sad that my body is so metabolism is so dead that I am 12 days into no fat and minimal amount of protein, if any, no meat, and I am still hanging at 249. I'm expecting really soon here to start dropping off and start really burning stuff down. Soon my metabolism, can't even talk. I need to eat something or drink something. My metabolism is going to kick in. I've got a big, not strawberry, yeah, a little bit of strawberries, blueberries, bananas, apple juice, a couple of scoops of sugar in there in my mason jar that I'm gonna have right now as soon as I'm done as my post-workout. And then, we'll get on with the day. So that was it. Thanks for watching. We're still getting rid of this. And I keep putting this out there to make myself show up and actually get rid of this. You can see what's gonna happen. It's not gonna be overnight. It's not gonna be in 30 days or 40 days. There's a lot of fat there. It says I'm like 42% body fat or something on this scale thing. So I don't want to be there. I want to be down in the teens, if anything. That would be fantastic. In the lower teens, I would be ecstatic if I was down there, and I would probably look like a skeleton But you know what? Skeleton City, here we come. We're gonna do it. So that's it. We'll be back here for tomorrow for another workout. So get it done. Go live your life. And I'll see you on the next one. 69. 70. $71. 72. 73. 74. 75. 76. 77. 78. 79. Getting tired. 80. Catch my breath. A big fat gut slowing me down. We're working on that. We are working with all seriousness on that. $81. 82. 83. 84. 85. Damn commercials. 86. 87. 88. 89. 90. 10 more. All right. Oh, that breeze feels good on my skin. I'm all sweaty. One. Two. Try not to bounce from the bottom. Go down, touch the chest, power back up. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 100. 22 minutes and 40 seconds.